we're recording.
And the third group were, for lack of a better term, Chinese type mercenaries. They were ethnic Chinese somewhere back in their history. But those three types of people, we would go out with them, and there would be anywhere from 20 to 50 of them, and we would work over close to the border, and some of the Americans would go across the border into Laos. I was a little bit too large to be doing that because I couldn't disguise myself as a Vietnamese.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 6'3" and all of that, and so I went across the border a few times, maybe a dozen times, and it was mainly patrols and ambush patrols and things like that, reconnaissance patrols, and I did that for 7 months. And after those 7 months, I was sent down to Da Nang to go be assigned to a Marine unit. I was assigned to Kilo Company, 3rd Battalion, 1st Marines, and I was to replace a platoon sergeant who had been injured and take over the platoon as a platoon sergeant. And I had a lieutenant, and I was very unimpressed with him, and he only had about a month and a half to go, and then he left, and I took over as the platoon commander. And off and on I would have lieutenants, and they would either be killed or wounded because they wanted to do things their way, and would only, I mean, if there was any fire, I mean, we're an infantry platoon, a combat platoon, and we would go out and we're looking for trouble always, and when trouble found us, as you usually did, instead of vice versa, the lieutenants wanted to run up and see what was going on instead of waiting for a radio call, or they would walk behind the point teams back a ways, and they couldn't do anything then. I kept trying to explain to them that you can't be there. You have to be calling medevacs, air, and all that. Anyway, I had 4 lieutenants in 3 months, and they just finally quit assigning one to me. And so I was the platoon commander for the rest of that time that I was with 1st Marines. And it was a really good tour. I would take daytime patrols. We were getting daytime kills, and at night we'd send out a lot of ambush patrols. Sometimes we'd send them out on an azimuth. You go on this degrees of azimuth.
I gotta stop you. My battery died.